Back to the future here. We've got a hoverboard that my son decided to start pulling apart. And anyways, that's where we're at with it. We're gonna scrap this out. Looks like there's quite a bit of aluminum on here, some cast steel, or cast aluminum, sorry. Got a circuit board there, probably the battery. Anyways, so obviously I'll have 2 motors on it too, but we're gonna see how much we can get out of this. And the motors are inside the wheels, it looks like. So you got the power supplies going in through there and into them. So we'll have to take them apart as well. Okay. Now, all those screws out of there. Just so you can see, there is a steel rod that goes all the way through that. It is got the pliers that need to spread that apart to get it out. I've got to go find mine. I can't remember where I put them last. Oh, shut this door because the furnace just turned on. So anyways, but yeah, pull those out and that pin will pop right out between those. And then we got some nice cast aluminum there. So set that aside. Jump back over to these circuits. They got a little heat shield on them here. It's aluminum. Pull that off. And it looks like they have these little tabs. Let me just pinch one of those. See if it's aluminum or if it's copper. It looks like it might be. It's just not wanting to comply with me. They are copper. So we'll clip those off, put those in our copper pile. As for the rest of this, there's not a whole lot. I would probably not, I'd consider this a low grade board. Just because you're not going to get much off of it, mainly some copper. So anyways, we'll get those taken off. I'll do that one later. Let's pull one of these wheels apart. Get rid of some of these screws so it sits fast. No shortage of screws here. We'll throw those in our bucket in case we ever need some. My grandpa, I'm sure everybody's grandpa possibly was that way if they were old farmers, but my grandpa was an old farmer and he had buckets full of screws and stuff, and he'd send us out there to the buckets to find him some sometimes, or if we needed some, we'd go out and search ourselves, and it'd take a minute, but it seemed like he had whatever was needed. So anyways, thank my grandpa for that. He gave that to me. My wife hates it, but it's good. So I've got to pop this off now. Got all the screws out. There we go. So we just pry that up. There's a lot of hair and guck on this spindle, which is blocking it. There we go. Ooh, look at that. That's just plastic with a bearing in it. Nothing special. Okay. It's actually pretty simple. It's just held in there by those magnets, so just gotta pull on it a little bit. Messing up my towel. There we go. There you go. Got all those magnets inside. You're still along there, wrapped in beautiful copper. That's quite a bit, so we'll extract that for a meltdown. All right, so here's the final cleanup. I'll zoom out just a hair. Once again, don't mind my dirty office here, but I've got my tote full of the plastic and the garbage there that's left over. And then we have the aluminum frame here. Once again, I still gotta pull that pin. 2 aluminum heat shields off these boards. I stripped all the pieces off the board that were copper, so they're in there. And I didn't put that little guy in there. There's a little more copper. I don't know if that's worth going, but there's no signs of gold. I even pulled off some of these pegs to see if they were gold plated or anything. So they're not. So not really worth doing much past this point on those. But we did get these coils here. Probably about a pound worth to a pound maybe and a half of copper between everything. And then I've got the wire that can be stripped and also melted down with it. So anyways, I would say these are definitely worth scrapping apart, and especially for these coils. They got a lot of copper in there. There might even be more than what I think. I'll try to get a final weigh up. I've seen some people online that will pop this out with a punch, and then they take and cut these in half, and then they can just pull everything out. So might try that with this one, just because trying to hit those edges with a grinder are not going to be easy. So, but anyways, we'll see. I'm not going to do that at this time, but we'll just have this copper in a copper melt video. So anyways, thank you for watching again. So grateful for you guys that have subscribed, and if you wouldn't mind, hit that subscribe button. But that is how you scrap out a hoverboard. So time to go back to the future. Nope. We're taking this back. So this copper and aluminum will be used again in the future. So anyways, have a great day, and thanks again for watching.